Is audio live? Is it streaming?
Waiting for Festool USA.
Minnie, can you see me?
Not yet.
Okay. Tell me when you can see me, Minnie. I'm streaming? Yes, that would be a yes. Okay, hey, everybody. Minnie, is it coming through?
I do not see you yet.
Okay, so it's not streaming?
I see you waiting for.
Is it streaming?
There you go.
I'm live. Okay, everybody. Welcome to Friday. It's Festool Friday. That means it's 12 noon or a couple seconds past. And welcome to Festool Live. Episode 168. Hey, Minnie, I did my goals today with Rick, and guess what?
What?
I'm going to hit 200 with you guys this year.
Woo-woo!
Waiting for it. We're gonna 200 shows. No, I'm not hitting 200. I may be a little ancient there, young lady. Okay, hey everybody, welcome aboard. If you haven't been here today, we're gonna have a great time. If you've been here before, we thank you for being there. I see the board. Minnie's already on the second side, so wow, we're gonna have a great day. Okay, I get to introduce the room. Over here we have back for a special appearance, Garrett. Fumio Sato. Yeah, and that means he's gonna kill me after. We have Chris, the unit, Cybert, right behind the camera. And over here we have Min Min. All right, but on the line, we have Brent Shively, who's gonna answer all your questions today. Thank you, Brent, as always. Check out his build series on the YouTube channel that you are watching now. Okay. Wow, I have set up the room, and let's get a quick pan here, Chris. Look at it. Look at all the Planexes. But we're gonna have a little bit of grammar. It's not Planexes, it's Plani. Oh, you didn't know that, did you?
No.
Okay, Minnie, did you know that?
I did not.
Okay, so today I have all the Planex in the room, or the Plani in the room. I want to make sure I focus on something that will be available here in North America March 15th, but I'm allowed to start showcasing it with you. I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait to build another drywall area. I think Brent and I calculated this is our 400th one we've done. Okay. And Chris, don't say it. Do not say it, Unit. Unit walks in the other day, goes, boy, this is the best one ever, Sedge. I was like, I'm gonna go. Okay, so we're gonna stand some drywall, we're gonna remove some popcorn today, but we're gonna be using the newest, the latest and greatest, the Planex M. Okay, so I had a poll out there. Hey, Minnie.
Yep.
Well, ask Garrett, what do you think the M stands for?
No idea.
He said magnificent.
I know.
Okay, Unit, what do you think?
Mighty.
Mighty, I hadn't heard that one. I heard marvelous.
Marvelous.
And then I found out Planex M stands for Planex Mini. Just kidding. You'll understand why in a minute, and I'm gonna break it out now, okay? I'm gonna do an overview, and then I'm gonna do a quick comparison, and then I'm gonna get to the walls and the ceiling. Okay, so the Planex M has, wow, how do I do this? Okay, I don't want to tell you what it doesn't have, okay? But it doesn't have what the regular, the Planex 2.0 has. It has an LED light. It does not have an LED light. It does not have Bluetooth. It does not have an extension. It's a solid pole, just like the Planex EZ. Okay, and I guess I am doing a quick comparison because I want to point it out. It's in the middle. It's an all-around sander. Because with the 2.0, you have a random orbit motion. With the Planex EZ, you have a rotary. And now we wanted to put into the lineup, now not we, not Festool, you asked for it. The drywallers, the finishers asked for it. We want random orbit action in a single pole with no frills. And yes, a less expensive price tag than the 2.0. So the random orbit has been a real big hit with us, but the Planex EZ is our lowest costing Planex. So you have choices here, and we wanted to give you an in-the-middle choice. So it's kind of the all-arounder, okay? Now, let's go over it. One of the biggest hits on the 2.0 was this T-handle, okay? Because I can support it like this when I'm standing on a ceiling, okay? And I have less fatigue. I also use it all the time like this or like this on the wall. It has, let's come over here, unit. Over here, we have a variable suction for, it's easy to see for the wall, or for the ceiling, you have more suction for the ceiling. All right? The thing that is beautiful about this is the pivot motion here, where if you're sanding on a ceiling, you can really, the degree on the back end of it is wicked on it. So there has been times where on, especially the original Planex, you couldn't tilt back on it when you were sanding out a ceiling. Now you can. All right, it has the hose clip. You'll see what this is for in a little while. I want to make sure I put it on the right side for me. It snaps in, it comes with, and it gets the hose out of the way. This is your clip that will lock onto the hose of the CT36AC. And that's what they should all have in common, the CT36AC Auto Clean. And I want to just mention this quickly, because if you're looking to get a Planex, get it with the 36 AC, not the 48 AC. Will the 48 AC work? Absolutely. But the 48 does not come with this hose that you need for the Planex because of this end that claw locks onto, so it doesn't fall off when you're doing it. You can get the CT3648, but I will always suggest to get that hose. It's anti-static, and it has that particular end on it to lock onto the Planex. They all have that lock-on feature. Woo! Okay, now, one of the things I wanted to talk about today was the backing pad, the interface pad, and the true interface pad. So you're gonna see on the launch on this that it, for me, it was confusing. So this is one of the things I wanted to key in on today. It comes with a piece of 180 grit granite paper. All right, now this is just like the Planex 2.0. It has these little screws here, and I'm going to take a couple of them off. There's two ways of doing it, or actually three ways. I have a preferred way. You can take a screwdriver. Some people say, hey, take a quarter and spin them off. All right, or 4mm hex fits right in the middle. Okay, but I like to use is a CXS12 and spin them right out, just like that. Okay. Now, you're going to see that this here is the backing pad. And I think we call it out in our catalog or online, but in our test, you'll get 350 hours on the backing pad. All right, it's hard plastic. Then you have these little recesses to put the screws back in here. Now, when Garrett and I were working with this yesterday, he pointed out to make sure that you torque these well, okay, so they don't spin out. So a replacement interface pad, and this is where it gets a little confusing, so hear me out, is actually this replacement pad, and you get, I believe, 8 screws. Let's count them, 2, 4, 6, 8, yeah, 8 screws. Okay, so that's the interface. It's a replacement pad. Now, what we have found, and this was a later issue that we had with the 2.0 and the random orbit action, you're going to see what this says, interface pad. Same thing, right? But thicker box. But look, it's a particular interface pad for soft material. So let me break this out. And this has evolved over time, where you take that pad off, and you'll see the little recesses here. Okay, and they're cut in here for the screws. But what I want to point out is it's double the thickness of the secondary pad, or the initial pad. So what that does is that absorbs some of the torque in that random orbit, and it actually flows a little better. So when do you need that? When you are working with a soft material and shooting for that level 5 finish. All right? Good. Hopefully that made sense to you. So I just wanted to make sure I covered that today. All right, so I think this may help you in your decision. I'm just gonna place this paper on real quick and line up the holes. Not so good. I call this my taco method. I always grab 2 holes here, and then I line up these 2 holes. Chris, can you shoot through my shoulder? I grab 1 or 2. Sometimes I fumble and bumble with this, but I can line them up. Now, I tell you what, why I'm fumbling and bumbling, because I'm trying to balance it. I can do it right here for you. This is the tool holder for the CT36. It does not come with it. We have it in the description. Chris put it in there this morning, but I could take that and I can get my holes to line up. Let me get this. Boy, I'm fumbling and bumbling today, guys. Sorry about that. But let's get it in there. You know what? When I was doing it this morning, they lined up perfect. Okay, good. So I have that set up. Now, this is why I put it on here. Let's see if they fall, Garrett, today. I'm going to set this up. That's our Planex M. Here's the comparison I wanted to show you. Because let's go through this. Look at the height. Okay, there's a difference, right? What's the difference? Let's measure it. You know, Garrett, I should have written these down when I was going through this with you yesterday. But you remember what this one was? 62, okay? The M, you remember what that one was? Boy, you're real talkative. Wow, he's got a better memory than me. Now, when we take the 2.0 and we set it up, look at the difference. Look, come in here, Chris. Can you see this? It's a little bit taller, but you have this T. And I'll tell you what, here we go. Here we go. Let's measure it. Let's measure. It's a shorter version. It's 64 inches. But here is why this is the top end Planex. Because I could take it like this, watch, and go like this, and then toggle it forward. I can break it apart. I can add extensions to it. And here, if you've ever done this, and I have at my house, look at the height. See, it's shorter, of course, but this will let you work in a hallway and not bang into things. And this is 46 inches in length. So with that, I can get in really tight spaces. And there's a lot of time I leave this when I'm working with it in this form. All right, and do I enjoy the light with it? Absolutely, because, Chris, let's get in here and turn on the light because we're gonna start sanding. Hey, Chris, get over here. Make sure you get this, look. Oh, whose stick is that? It's dark. All right, so this is what I wanna point out when we start sanding. Listen, this is a lousy drywall job. I had Chris do this, okay? The unit did this for me yesterday. And look, we got popcorn up top. Chris, let's get the popcorn. Okay, so when we're doing this, I wanna make sure you understand that if it wasn't a lousy job, we wouldn't have a good demonstration, okay? This is basically a drywall job here where I'm just sanding out my screw lines and my seam right here. We could do some of that, but I wanted to put some heavy stuff on here so you can see the Planex M and what a great drywall sander it is. So I'm gonna leave this here. I'll adjust it. And we can also use the inspection light in a few minutes on it. Okay, let me grab the M. So I can show you the basic setup. We got the paper on there. I think I threw 150 on there. Sometimes I like to start with 180, but I think 150 is good enough for now. Remember, when I talk technique with this, I will revert back to the other ones on how you use it, how you start it up on the wall or off the wall. First point, the Planex EZ, because it's a rotary, constantly spinning, you start it on the wall. With the random orbit action of the M and the 2.0, you start off the wall, but all three of them, when you turn it off, as you're turning it off, you take it off the wall, okay? Don't let it sit on the wall and turn it off. Good. So here's the hose clamp. I also, sorry, Chris, sorry. I also want to mention you get these Velcro strips with it, so you can combine your plug-it cord with your hose. It's always a nice feature. It doesn't get in the way. I'm going to plug her in. Now, what I like to do, because I have 10 thumbs, I like to take my plug-it cord and put that in first. Remember, it's a full quarter turn. And then take the hose, put it on. And you see this, I always call this a claw, but it locks the hose. So if you're sanding up on a ceiling a lot, guess what? That hose on our regular hoses will fall off. Here's why you have this hose hook right here. This is wonderful. You can put it, it's a hole here with your left or righty. I like to put it on this side. And I'm just going to take that and slide it right on like that so it's kind of out of my way. Let's do this first. How are we doing on time? Oh, pretty good. I am going to take it and let's see. I am going to put it on the wall first. You can put it in the middle if you want, but I like it on all the way here for the wall. Okay, so hopefully we can get this. Chris, can you see some of this in here? I made a couple of marks here. All right, but let's get going. Remember, start it off. Now, you have, hey, can you hear me coming through? I'm still coming through. I'll turn it off. Okay, now with the Planex EZ, I always will bring it until I get used to it between 3 and 4, usually 4. But until you get used to the Planex M, I always like to start at 5, not 6. I'm going to start it like this, and then I'm going to place it on the wall and start sanding. I don't want to sit. I don't want to sit on it. Okay, I'm just trying to get those knife marks out of there. Okay, the other thing, take it off to turn off. When I see people using, and this is since 2009, using a Planex, everybody wants to go like this and stand away from the wall. Get close to the wall, watch. And then when I go down, I walk toward the wall. So I can get those low spots. I always start high with paper. And this is working great. Now, the other thing to remember, because I was over here and getting dust on me, we're not breathing any dust. And I can take this and I can shine a light. Okay, and I'm gonna hold it like this, and hopefully you can catch this. I'm not observing the wall, I'm observing the air. None of us are getting coated with dust. It's getting, I can't say all the dust, but it's getting the lion's share of it. Where I like to check it out is the chafe that's down here. Yeah, Chris, why did you drop so much mud? I gotta get you to clean that up, man. Oh my goodness. But there's no chafe, there's no dust on the floor. Okay, so, and by the way, everybody should have an inspection light because you can really see what Chris did. Look at that. Okay, so we're gonna, hopefully everybody's getting this at home. It is a very comfortable size, and it's right, I keep saying it's right in the middle, but it is. Now, one of the questions that I had early on, because we do have a harness system, I've covered it in other Festool Lives. The episodes are there about the Planex. The harness will fit the Planex M. It fits the EZ. It fits the 2.0. Will it fit the M? Yes. I have found no need for it because I'm 6'4". I'm waiting for Minnie. Look, everybody. Minnie, boy, that took a minute, Minnie. Look, Garrett's looking over at me. Okay, so I'm a short dude, okay, and I want to point this out to you. I am standing here, and these are 8-footer ceilings, okay?
That explains why you had Chris.
Yeah. Actually, I was on a little mini scaffold doing the popcorn the other day. I'm gonna, and hopefully you're gonna hear me talk over the Planex as I'm doing it. So I wanna talk about technique removing popcorn. First of all, I'm gonna get some 80 grit here. And on the tool holder, it's really nice because you can put your paper right there. There's a holder for it. I'm just gonna yank this off real quick. Hey Minnie, can you hold that for me?
Certainly.
Go ahead, set it down over there, thank you. Okay, I'm gonna put paper on real quick. Find those, oh boy. There we go. Find that one, find that one. Let's get it right, everybody. I always go for those center holes, the 8 that are around the center hole. Boy, that lined up pretty good, huh? Hey, maybe I'll do this for a living someday. No, yeah, baby. Okay, so remember, it's a process. I'm going to be sanding ceiling, so I want that to take a lot of the weight off, so I bring it all the way up. Okay, now, I did a little here, and with 80 grit, it's pretty aggressive. But remember, let's do over here, Chris, because you're going to have a good afternoon popcorn in this. Okay. You got to have a buddy like me, huh? Okay. So, I've talked about this before, but I just love, it sounds funny. I love removing popcorn ceilings. I start with 80 grit. This is a light popcorn. If you have a lot of paint on there or multiple coats, okay, it could be problematic. That's why we have really low grits. Okay, so start high. I think 80 is high enough with popcorn. And then if you're having a tough time with it or a texture, lower the grit because you don't want to burn through things. The other thing you're going to notice, hopefully it'll come through on camera, I half lap the passes. Okay, I'll do my initial full pass, then I'll half lap it. Okay, so, and I still got to sand an inside corner, so remind me. I want to show you some technique on that. So I'm going to take this, start it like this. I'm going to bring it right up. And look at that. Absolutely clean. Almost the whole thing on the first pass. And that's really heavy there. And I'll come off a little, and then I'll come back to it. Okay, now, I'll just do a couple of passes. And once again, let's inspect. So that's 2 passes, back and forth, right? Not so bad. Think about how you're removing popcorn now. But let's look down here. It's just a few kernels on there, on the ground. That's it. Is there any on me? I don't see any. Okay, good. So if we really think about it, what was the process that you have removed popcorn before? Did you wet it, scrape it, but all the prep you had to do on the floor with all the plastic? It's amazing that you can remove popcorn with the Planex like this. Okay, now, I'm a shorty, but there's no fatigue, so I was using that T up there, and as you could see, I had plenty of room. Okay, and I'm not fatigued. Okay, I only did 2 passes, but it was comfortable. Okay, so I just want to point that out to you. Let's do an inside corner, because on the Planex EZ, because it's rotary, and I'm trying to get a good view of this. Okay, see how on these bristles they float. Okay, because this is whipping around like this. And you see the gap? It maintains the gap all the way around if the paper is on straight. So you need you need those bristles because it wants to whip out, and you have the ability to buy replacement bristles, right? But to get to an inside corner, you have this removable piece. Okay, so you could take this part here, and you see the paper lines up perfectly and get right in the inside corner. With a random orbit, and I'm going to use the 2.0 to show this, you have this plastic on the outside. You don't need any bristles. But Chris, get in here like this. And as I go this, remember, this is a random orbit pattern. You'll see this vary, and you'll see it come back to get to the edge. Watch right here. Let's get that, Chris. That's a little bit better. See that? See how it comes and gets to the edge? If the paper's on there, So I'm going to switch out. Now, you know what? I'm just going to get this inside corner. Boy, this one came out really nice. So let's do this one. Okay, I'm going to get this inside corner here, and I'm going to bring it right in. Remember, start it off. Okay, so this is what I want you to see. I have this consistent bead right here, okay? So we didn't get the corner good on that. I'm gonna start up. I want to show you how close this gets. And you know what the problem was? It was hesitating. Too much suction. I didn't turn it back. That's why you'll see what happened. It was pulling into the wall there, but now it floats. And I also have 80 grit on there, and you can see how aggressive that can be. So I did two things incorrectly. It was sucking into the wall because it was too much suction, because I still had to sit on ceiling. And I also was with 80 grit because I was being lazy. It's good to use 150, 180 because that was more of a softer or lighter mud. Whew. Did I cover everything? So that's the Planex M. I'm gonna just line it up real quick again so you can see it. And it's your choice, okay? Because that's what we like to do at Festool, is give you that choice. All right? So you have the M, which is in the middle. You have the 2.0, but you can do multiple extensions so you can get it up there. And then you have the EZ. Remember, the EZ is your basic bare bones minimum out of the bag, where the EZ comes with the bag, the M comes with the bag, and the Planex 2.0 comes with a XXL sustainer. So there you have it. That's the Planex M. And I think I've covered everything I needed to cover today. Minnie, which one would you select?
Mine.
Oh, the Planex Mine.
Yes.
The Planex Mini.
Yes.
Okay. Magnifico. All right. I like the way he said that, mighty. All right. How we doing, everybody? Good? I think we have it. Later on this year, I will be covering a little bit more with the Planex. And then this fall, I'm going to be leaving up this because we have something really revolutionary coming out, and you'll see that. So stay tuned for that. Wow. Do you guys know what next week is for Festool Live? Don't say anything because it's a big surprise. All right.
169.
It is. I cannot believe that.
Yeah, that's all I know.
Yeah. I thought we were going to, only get to about 100, and boy, we keep going, don't we?
It's nice.
Boy. All right, everybody, let's tell me where you're from. Woo! Do we actually have this side too? Holy moly. All right, so I'm gonna start with Andrew from Toledo, Ohio. We have Ray from Pensacola. We have Joe from Waseca, Illinois. Did I ever tell you, everybody watching, the reason we keep doing this is because of you. You've created one heck of a community. We have Doug from Zionsville. Hey, I just went by your house the other day, Doug. I know exactly where it is. Jason from Fenton, Michigan. Michael or Michelle from Paris, France. And it's Dark from Dayton. Check it out. Minnie even made it bold. It's Dark. All right. We have Mark from LA, California. Edric from Citrus Hills or Citrus Heights, California. We have Merlin the Magician from Walla Walla. All right, we have Dana. I like the way you did that squared, Min. We have Dana from Yalcott, Washington. Big Island Ed. Hey, are you from the Big Island? No, you're from Oahu, brah. Yeah, brah. Okay, good. We have Mike M from Martinez. No, it's Mike Martinez from Austin, Texas. Mike, how are you? We have the other Warren from Iowa. We have Eli from Denver, Colorado. Woohoo! We have Mr. Weber. That would be Blake Weber from Novato, California. We have Bermuda Steve. We have Dale from Swaddling Coat, England. Oliver from Southern California, wicked cool. We have Michael from Edmonton, Alberta. Captain Kirk from Rockla, Marietta, Georgia. Cool. We have Chris Bellamy from Minneapolis, Minnesota. Rob from South Devon, England. We have Cal from Bucharest. Hey, had we had Bucharest before, Min? Maybe.
Not often.
Not often. We have Dave from Kansas City, Missouri. I'm going there. We have Warren from Batavia, Ohio. Des from Harrogate, England. Rick from sunny Blackpool, UK. Michael from Christchurch, New Zealand. That's a first, I think. Yes, Christchurch is new. Okay, from New Zealand. Woodcraft, Dayton, the whole crew. How you doing, crew? We have Leo from Holland. Russ from Chichester, my main man. Mike from Wolf Village, Poland. I want to go there. That just sounds cool, huh? Wolf Village. We have Paul, Cheryl, and Sam. You're always there with us from Anthem, Arizona. We have Johnny Ringo from Searsport, Maine. I love that place. Jason and Yana from Granite Falls, Washington. Jacob from Rhode Island. Yuzu from Paramaribo, Suriname. Eric from Sonora, Mexico. Mark from Carstairs, Alberta. David from Portland, Oregon. Tom and Kelly from Eaton, Georgia. This is only the first side.
Yeah.
Here's the second side. Hey, can I get that for you?
Please.
Dry erase.
Thank you.
Yes. Okay. Gary, Height Woodwork Designs. It's Johnny O from Atco, New Jersey. Salim from Federal Way, Washington. Kurt from Rochester, Michigan. Mark from Anaheim, California. Dylan and Rebecca from Carson, Alberta. Woo! Dave from Poway, California. Mark from Krimpen aan de Lek, Netherlands. John from Columbus, Ohio. Brian from Lancaster, Michigan. Steve from Preston, UK. Steve Z from Sweden. Willie, the Spectrician. Willie's in Virginia, isn't he?
Yes.
Okay. Matt from Tinley Park, Illinois. Jeff from Clarksburg, Maryland. Peter Howie. How you doing, Peter? All right. Cool. Steve from Bellevue. Flint from Smithfield. Flint from Smithfield. Eric, this is a cool place. Thunder Bay, Ontario, huh? Yep. Brian from Southern California. The Warped Woodsman from Oregon. Dave M from Southwest France. Apo from Finland. Steve from Bryan, Ohio. Joe. That's Joe V, baby, from Akron, Ohio, my main man. Yes. Joseph from Bellevue, Nebraska. Lee Vandervixen, Netherlands. Near to live. What's that? Oh, new to live. So, Leen Vandervixen, Netherlands. Cool. Dave, look, it's her. Come here. It's her. It's Gwen. Gwen from West Virginia. We have Dave from Israel, Gail from Eden, New York, Tim from Brevard, North Carolina, Jeff from Bloomington, Indiana, Stephanie from Dayton. Boy, oh, hey, that's Dirk's wife. Hey, Stephanie, how are you? It's Stephanie from Dayton. All right, Merrick from UK, Warwickshire. We have Dusty Carpenter, Northeast New Jersey. Jared Turner, I know Jared. Gwynello, oh God, I'm so sorry, everybody. Gwynello from Hoxton, London. Old Man and the Sea from Wampy, South Carolina. That's cool. Paul from Reading, Berkshire, UK. Dan, my main man, Dan from Kingman, Arizona. Dan from Whitestone, New York. Tim from Massachusetts. Alonzo from Mississauga, Ontario. Mark from Newark, Ohio. Oh my God, Minnie's already turned it. We have Soren from Denmark. We have somebody from North Wales. That's Littergriffs, Pentre, Ilwyn, Ilwyd, Build the Well, North Wales. Boy, that person, is that the same person? Because that same person is really making me say all this Welsh stuff. I got to go look that one up, make sure I take a picture. Rick from Lennar, North Carolina. Stephen from Augsburg, Germany, or Stefan. We have Vince from Repair. Vinny, how are you? Good to see you, buddy. We have Reed from Jacksonville, Florida. Flatten the Curve. Hello, lover. What's that?
That's what it said.
Hello, lover. Okay, Mike P. from Hawaii. Randy from Moreland, Georgia. Valor Amphibian. Okay, we have Valor Amplification.
Amplification?
Valor Amplification from Cornwall Bridge, Connecticut. We have Carrie from Dallas, Texas. Mike C. from Winchester, Virginia. Scott from Greenlee, Colorado. Powell from Denmark. John from Las Vegas. Maestro, the Maestro, man, from London, Canada. We have Christopher from Malta. How you doing, Chris? We have Johan from Tallinn, Estonia. Michael from Denmark. Brent from Tappan Springs, Florida. Minnie?
Yeah.
You are a native Floridian. What is Tappan Springs, Florida known for?
Sponges.
Wow, very cool. And what?
Wiki-wachi.
And also
Glass
manatees.
Manatees, yes.
All right, because
There you go.
I swam with the manatees once in Tappan Springs. We have Jurgen from Delft, the Netherlands. Jim B. from Green Bay, California. Mitchell from Los Angeles. Henrique and Zolo from Sweden. Jerry from Naples, Florida. That means Zolo is a dog. Brian from Pahonix, Arizona. We have Steve from Devon, England. I know, Garrett, I know it's pronounced Phoenix. I get it, but I like to say Pahonix. Okay, John from West Valley, Vermont. Juan from Tampa, Florida. Giacomo from Italy. How are you? George from Tallinn, Estonia. Bam! You know, it's getting long and Festool Live when the unit starts to shake a little. I have to wake him up. Jimmy from Pennsylvania. Joseph from the Czech Republic. Flatten is from Chipley, Florida.
Flatten the curve.
Flatten the curve.
Friends with Valor.
Hi, Valor. Hi.
Amplification.
Hi, Flatten. Diane from a ship off the coast of Chile. That is so daggone cool. Check that out. Hi, Diane. And you're on a ship off the coast of Chile. That is so cool. I always wanted to go there. We have Haraldur from Iceland. Hey, is that the first time we had Iceland?
No, but that's the first time we've had our friend.
How are you doing? Boy, that's cool. My head's in Chile, off the coast. Is it warm there or cold there, Diane? Okay, so, is that it, Min?
We're good.
Wow. I think I covered everything. That was episode 168. I always say this, because of you, we continue to do this. We really dig doing this. It's our favorite hour all week. Yeah, it is, isn't it, huh? Okay. Unit's got his Unit Festool Live shirt on, just so you guys know. He's our hero. He's hung in there the whole time. Hey, everybody, we love you. Have a great weekend. It's snowing here in Indiana. We're going to head home safely to home, so hopefully everybody has a nice, safe weekend as well. All right, everybody, that's a wrap. See you next week.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.